Brothers, what then has been observed, which directly works against the spontaneous generation of life from non-life and the evolution from a certain species to a changed, more advanced species?
Let me read the answer to that, Brother Bob, recorded in Romans. The chapter is 8, the verse 21. That creation itself would one day be set free from its slavery to decay and would share the glorious freedom of the children of God. The Bible says that all creation is in slavery to decay. This is why you can't expect life to emerge from non-life.
The natural direction of life is decay, not evolution. And this is true especially when it comes to mutations. Now, evolutionists will insist that mutation is what can cause the simple to become complex and for a species to evolve into a more advanced species. But that is not what we find from mutations. It is always in the direction of decay and not evolution.
I have here an article written by Brian Thomas. He cites research on the effects of mutations and bacteria conducted by microbiologists from Uppsala University in Sweden. I'd like to quote his article. He said this: "In theory, each mutation could have a negative, neutral, or positive effect on growth rate. What they found was that all the mutations had a negative effect. While a few were dangerous, most had very little negative effect. Could such a small negative effect even be detected, let alone culled, by natural selection? And how could a fish transmutate into a monkey by losing fitness each generation?"
Well, Brother Bob, it can't. According to the biophysicist Lee Spetner, though a believer in evolution, Spetner criticized the idea that mutations contribute anything positive. And he wrote, and I quote this, "Information cannot be built up by mutations that lose it. Like a business cannot make money by losing it a little at a time."
Mutations, according to these studies, lead to information loss, not information gain. So how could evolution take place when there is no increase in genetic information? Mutations, therefore, do not lead to evolution, but to decay, which is to be expected because we live in a world that is in slavery to decay, as attested to us by the Bible. In a world like that, we can expect the degradation of the genome and not its evolution through accumulating mutations.